Hello and welcome back to another speed build with Frimlin. This is another starter home, and I haven't done one for ages actually. I'm trying to think what my last one was. I think it was one for toddlers. But I used to make them all the time, like every day. That was back before I used to make videos for them all, so it was a lot faster doing it that way. I'm still tempted actually to make some builds that aren't recorded, because I have already about 3 builds that I'm working on that haven't got any footage at all. It was just me playing around to see if some ideas would work, and they did, and I keep adding to them, and now I'm like, what should I do? Should I upload them as they are, or should I demolish them and rebuild them from scratch on the video? Oh, anyway. While I ponder that, well actually, good idea is, could you please tell me in the comments what you think? Should I release the houses that I've been working on that don't have any footage? Or should I demolish them all and then rebuild them on camera? The first one is definitely my preference. I did start taking measurements of one place that I was thinking of demolishing and rebuilding on camera, but it's so much tempting just making a new build instead. Anyhow, I would love to know, so please let me know in the comments what you think. So yeah, I'm not done with the Vampires game pack, and this starter is a purely Vampires game pack starter. It also uses objects from the base game, but I imagine if someone's getting a cottage that's made for Vampires game pack, that they probably also have the base game installed as well, because otherwise they're going to have a lot of problems even downloading the build. So yeah, I'm doing that funny roof again. I need to look up the term of that roof on the tower there, but since I've learned how to do it, I'm like, I want to use it all the time. But I didn't use it everywhere here. I had a few issues with the roof, just mainly the bit over the veranda, and the way it is now, it doesn't stay like that. I wasn't happy with, there was a bit jutting off the edge from the frieze. Didn't look good to me. I think possibly the frieze is a bit over the top for this build, because it is really quite big. And actually the frieze that you see now, I removed some more of it. I only have it left over on the veranda, or porch, or whatever you call it. Patio? Terrace? Oh, it's Rodney. Hi, Rodney. Rodney's probably wondering why I'm talking to myself. He probably thinks I'm talking to him. Do you think I'm talking to you, Rodney? No, he's not going to reply. He's microphone shy. Or something like that. He'll probably start meowing in the middle of something else now. So yeah, no face cam today, and I'm actually relatively tidy today, so I could do it, but I don't know, I just thought, meh. It's a lot faster doing it without face cam, and usually it's a bit more interesting, I think, to watch. Well, I think so. I guess maybe other people might think differently, but I think if you just left to concentrate on my voice and the lovely music, then it's actually more entertaining, and it's easier for me to relax and to just say whatever comes to mind without worrying about, you know, how my face looks. Anyway, I've said this before in previous videos. You don't need to be reminded. So I went past the budget a few times with this build. It's very easy to do, and I had to keep trimming down. So there are things that you'll see that are placed that never come back, and I never placed that bed, of course, because it's worth about 5,000 simoleons or something like that. So that would have been way too expensive for a starter home. And as usual for my starter homes, I settled on an 18,500 budget, and I think I'm just under that. Only just. I don't know if I said, but it's my birthday this Saturday. And it's a big birthday. And that's probably about all I'm going to say on the video about it. Because, I mean, let's just say I have to change my channel description because of this birthday. And we'll leave it at that. And if you're really curious, you can go and read and figure out my age, or my soon-to-be age. It's horrendous. Anyway. See, I mean, I was like an early adopter of computers, of home computers, as a kid. And so, I grew up with games. That's why I'm like almost middle-aged man playing computer games. And when I was younger, I used to play lots of different types of games, like all the different types, from arcade games, platform games, adventures, RPGs, well, you know, what there was back then. And, but over time I have kind of fixated on a few. And as you can see, and as you know, I love The Sims very much. But I also like Civilization and World of Warcraft and Mass Effect series, a few others as well. But if I'm maintaining a Sims channel, you know, I have to spend quite a lot of time playing Sims. And, you know, that's not a bad thing because I enjoy it. I do sometimes have urges to play other games though. Or I think, today I can't be bothered with Sims. Luckily I'm not like doing this professionally. But if I was, I wouldn't have time for that. I would have to really focus on Sims. And that is not a bad thing. That is really not a bad thing. But I think probably every YouTuber has like a weekend or some time off or something like that. And on those days off, I will probably not be playing Sims. But yeah, whether I go that route or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, the channel and the downloads of my stuff has really picked up over the last couple of months in particular. I'm keeping regular daily stats. I type it all up in like a notepad document. Just a very simple text document. I love simple text documents. They're just so easy to get like nice clean text and just to quickly type something up without having to worry about, you know, all the stuff, the complicated stuff in word processing documents, programs. So I had to add in my lucky flower, right? This flower has been in some of my most successful builds. So I always like sticking it in. I almost blew the budget making these thorns, and I actually had to cut back some of my fine work, and I think it's fine work. I'm proud of this work. I mean, look at it. It really looks like it's growing up that wall. While we're talking about wall decorations, hey Maxis! The wall ivy stuff you got for us, that's great. We like it very much. But the smallest block is actually very blocky. It's very square and blocky, whereas there's a fourth option for the thorns that's tinier. And if you gave us a tiny option off the wall ivy, then it wouldn't look like it was an oversight that is not there. You see? That's something you could easily add into a patch, isn't it? Anyway, it's worth a try. And hey, I haven't forgotten about black doors in the base game. Where's the black doors in the base game? There aren't any. Or there's like really stylized ones, but they're not like plain doors. Let's have some plain black doors. Okay, rant's over. I'm sure I could think of something else. But you know, I'm a massive fanboy, so, or fan man. And so, you know, it's very hard for me to criticize the game. Or, you know, I have little gripes. And yeah, so I have been accused by some of my sim friends that perhaps I'm being too positive. Like, especially like in my build and buy for vampires. I think I probably could have said a few more negative things, but it's really hard for me to actually say it. If I'm even thinking it, because I'm usually like, whoa, That's really cool. I'm not going to use it, but I'm sure someone will use it in a really cool way. So, I'm going to have to make another plug for my Let's Plays because I'm actually really enjoying doing them. I don't think they're kind of... my Let's Plays are very relaxing and just like normal gameplay. But I'm going to try and make some of the episodes a little bit more focused on certain objectives. But one thing about Let's Plays is it's kind of stopping me from playing the game normally. Because I'm like, should I be playing these people when it's not on camera? I'm actually, after I get this build done and uploaded, I am going to be doing some Let's Plays. I'll make some Let's Plays just because I want to play the game. And, you know, it can't hurt to have some Let's Plays ready to release, right? Because they're actually really simple to make, or they seem quite straightforward. So I think, why not just make a few? Why not just keep going? I mean, I don't think they're really slowing down my building. I think there are other things that are slowing down my building right now. But yeah, that's not one of them. So I had some issues with some gaps between the grass and my lucky flower there in the very front, because Sims would just walk off the path and walk between the grass and the plant. But I fixed that up. I just basically narrowed the path. I mean, not narrowed the path, narrowed the gap between the plants. Just sipping on some coffee, excuse me. Actually, I've got to say, it's really good to have something like coffee here while you're making a commentary for a speed build, because it really helps slow you down. I was just talking to another sim friend today on Twitter about this. But you know, I think some people just naturally talk fast anyway. I feel like this guy in particular I was talking to. But I think some people also speak really quickly in speed builds because they're nervous and they want to cover, you know, little gaps. But pauses are okay, and just slow down and enjoy the experience. That's what I say anyway. Pertinent point here would be, so glad this is a start home, because this commentary isn't taking very long and we're almost done. And the screenshots will be up any moment now. And yeah, that's a lot easier for me to make. I think I might make some more starter homes. Always very appealing. You know, they're very efficient in terms of effort and reward. Anyhow, screenshot time. Okay, here's the kitchen. I've got the man doing the cooking today. For his wife, who's not a vampire like him. And now she's washing her hands. Great, huh? And I don't know what they're doing here. Very strange. What are those pink things? Lounge. The TV. Always nice in a starter home. And a card game, which is also unusual, but nice. And that's basically it. There's some views from the exterior. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back for another video. And please, leave a comment. Anyway, thank you, and bye-bye.